I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start, but as we saw, he came to my ears and whispered, "Please be easy on me." He thought I'm Mike Tyson and I will follow his script 40 seconds after I broke the clown's jaw. We are boxers, not content creators. I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start, but as we saw,
the day after I woke up and told my wife, "Why did I do that?" I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on. I remember one thing. I had a very hard moment in that part of my life, but I assure you, in that age, I could have put that clown in the first round, but I sold my soul.
It's like this is the clearest fixed fight you're ever gonna see. But look at this guy holding his hands up and watch. Watch that.
Oh.
He literally shows him his chin,
and
he goes down. It's so fake. Look at him, he's got nothing. It's like a guy who just learned boxing.
Who just had a boxing match that looks like a sparring match with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. And then you're going to fight one of the absolute scariest knockout artists in the heavyweight division.
I didn't want to put him down early. You all know I was handcuffed. I don't want to say anything that I will be regretting in the future. But all I can say now is the first 20 seconds was enough for me to end Jake Paul.
Kill influencer boxing, and they're probably right. Poison doesn't kill instantly either. It works slowly. It weakens the system over time. And this moment poisoned the well. You won't notice it right away. You'll notice it when fewer fighters agree. When commissions start asking harder questions. And the Mike Tyson angle still eats at me. Memory gaps aren't cute anecdotes. They're flares. And flares don't fire on their own. Whether it was physical, psychological, or something uglier, it never got resolved. It just got buried under hype and memes. And then Joshua's punch dug that grave back up. And once graves reopen, people start asking who put the body there to begin with. Trust me, someone is sweating about that right now.
That guy did great for someone who's been boxing for less than a decade. He has had no real professional opponents other than Tommy Fury that were legitimate world-class boxers.
I don't even remember what most fans missed. This rattled fighters behind the scenes way more than anyone realizes. Pros don't see drama. They see warning signs. And what they saw was the rulebook, changing mid-sentence. That's terrifying, because it means the line between spectacle and sport just snapped. And when that line snaps, commissions get nervous, insurers get jumpy, and easy money suddenly starts asking uncomfortable questions. And that kind of shift never ends quietly.
Oh no, I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little. Listen, know what I remember? Coming back from the first round, and then the next day I remember Jacob doing some kind of, I don't know, what was he doing at the ring?
Oh, yeah, a little bow at the end. He bowed.
And that's the last thing I remember. But the day after the fight, the day after, I woke up and told my wife, "Why did I do that?" I don't know. I just don't know what the hell goes on.
What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it. But my body was really sore. Yeah, my body, my chest, my stomach and stuff was really sore.
Watch how calm everyone looks on the surface and how frantic it feels underneath. That's reputation management in real time. And the longer clear answers take, the worse it smells. If everything was clean, clarity would be instant. But nothing about this feels clean. It feels filtered, negotiated, softened. And when stories get softened that fast, it's usually because something sharper is hiding just out of frame.
It's also nuts, right? Just the fact that he's willing to fight the two-time heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
A guy who's gigantic in his prime, built like a Greek god.
Yeah.
And you're going to stand, and he's a one-punch killer. And you're going to stand in front of that?
Joe Rogan, discussing this moment, brought up what had become clear from Joshua's performance.
Rogan talking about this moment touched on what Joshua's performance really revealed. I keep coming back to Joshua not as a villain or a hero, but as an accelerant. He didn't create the mess. He exposed it ahead of schedule. And exposure is dangerous because it strips away control. And control was the real currency here. Control over opponents, control over narratives, control over outcomes. One punch took that away. And control never surrenders.
It's you could only take so much. And at a certain, like that one that he got from Joshua, say if you have like a punch card, you have like so many punches that you can get in your life, which I believe you do. I believe there's a certain number. That one was like 10 punches.
Yeah.
That was like, there was a lot of concussions in that one punch.
Sure.
That was real damage.
Some people will say, relax. It's just boxing. Injuries happen. Move on. That's lazy. Context matters. And this context was soaked in marketing promises of legitimacy that weren't earned. When marketing outruns reality, someone pays the difference. This time, the bill came due in bone and metal, and now it's being passed around, hoping someone else eats it. And that passing is getting
In pain?
Yeah, but
Does it hurt?
it's not from like talking.
Talk to me about what your jaw feels like, because you got
It's
what,
like
two,
a baseball in there.
two
and then-
plates,
It
Four.
just feels like
4 titanium plates.
4 titanium
I
plates.
also
How many
think
do you
fans
have?
are
Just one.
underestimating how
Eight
much
screws.
shit
Eight
players
screws.
behind
Don't think Jake Paul is evil. I think he's a product. And products get pushed until they break. When they break, the manufacturer blames the user. The user blames the environment. The environment blames chance. And chance becomes the scapegoat. But chance doesn't schedule fights. People do. People make decisions. And decisions have consequences, even when no one wants to own them. And this consequence is still unfolding.
I'm just hoping after this Floyd fight, maybe we can have a rematch. He did well, but I want to try it again.
Is that something that you would be interested in terms of righting the wrong
I would,
and knocking him
I
out?
would be interested. Yes, I would. I would be interested in that.
Joshua detonating Jake Paul's entire business model with one punch and throwing promoters, commissions, and influencers into panic mode. And people keep saying, nah, this can't be real, stay with me. Because the spiral is darker than anyone wants to admit. I swear someone is already lying about what they knew and when they knew it. And that will matter more than the knockout itself. Because this wasn't a fight going wrong. This was a system malfunctioning on live television. Everyone felt it at the same time. I keep replaying the moment, and it gets worse every time. This wasn't just Joshua hurting a man. This was reality smashing headfirst into a carefully padded fantasy. You could see it in Jake Paul's body language before the punch even landed. That flicker of realization, oh, this guy isn't playing along. And once that hits, there's no influencer pivot, no camera angle, no edit that saves you. The room goes silent in a way that should scare anyone who cares about combat sports. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. Jake Paul didn't climb boxing. He curated it, handpicked it, sanitized it, controlled the risk like a startup, testing beta software. And that works until someone like Anthony Joshua shows up with zero interest in the narrative, zero interest in protecting the brand, zero interest in pretending this is content. Joshua didn't break rules. He followed the oldest one there is. Hit the guy until he stops moving. The panic afterward tells you everything. People keep using the word bravery like it's armor. But bravery without wisdom is negligence. And negligence is what lawyers and insurers circle like sharks. Because someone signed off on this knowing the gap, knowing the danger, knowing how ugly this could get. Now watch how fast the conversation shifts from judgment to toughness. Toughness is safer than accountability. And trust me, someone in a suit is already rehearsing a sentence they hope never leaks. Don't get distracted by blood in the replays. The real damage was psychological and structural. Once the illusion breaks, you can't unsee it. Every influencer boxer now wakes up in a colder world knowing the ceiling isn't hypothetical anymore. It's concrete, and Joshua slams someone into it. Promoters knew this was possible. They just didn't think it would look this final, this clean, this unforgiving. That mismatch is where secrets start leaking. Think about it. Why did the tone change so fast? Why did the jokes stop? Why did Rogan suddenly sound like a man remembering funerals instead of hyping a spectacle? Fighters don't watch fights like fans. They watch timing, distance, intent. And what they saw was someone realizing mid-fight the safety net was imaginary. Imaginary safety nets ruin careers and lives. What messes with me most is how predictable the aftermath is. Not the knockout, the fallout. Boxing history is full of moments where entertainment pushed afar and everyone pretended to be shocked. Afterward, it always follows the same curve: laughter, curiosity, concern.